In this context, Barakah really means grace of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which means Barakah Muhammadiyah is the grace emanating from the Muhammadin message, his presence. And essentially, this album, Barakah, was made for one reason and one reason only. It's basically my response to the atrocities that have been carried out in the name of Islam. Given the context that we're living in today, which is madness and extremism of an unprecedented level. I mean, we have never seen anything like this. It's a very, very difficult time. I think this extremism is not just something exclusive to Islam. I really do. You can see Donald Trump and you'll know what I mean. Just turn on TV. Perhaps not as violent, but the extremism is there, unfortunately, at all levels. And I think one of the reasons for that is metaphysical, is that we have lost who we are, that sense of belonging and who we are at a metaphysical level. This album is not just a musical album, it's an experience. If you want to know more about your tradition, it's not only through reading books. Just listening to an old piece of poetry from Bulleh Shah, or from Hafiz, or Sa'di, or Mutanabbi, or Ibn Arabi, Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, or Rabi al-Adawiyya, has more barakah and grace, authenticity and truth in it than to read a modern book, written in the 19th century. To truly understand the tradition, you have to really appreciate the tradition, you have to immerse yourself in the art. And Islam, like other religions, great religions, has its own art. And the number one art, the highest, the most sacred, is the tilawah, is the recitation of the Quran, which is not music, kind of music, but we don't call it music out of respect. The actual sonic sound, the sounds that you hear, is also sacred. This album is an invitation to bask in the barakah of traditional sacred music, to know what the knowers and lovers of God knew. I believe the only way to tackle, the extremist worldview is by reconnecting with normative tradition. صلوا عليه